Welcome to the yoga practice of mind and body integration. Consciously observe the ease that the breath flows from one nostril to the other. And as you observe the breath, take this opportunity to scan the body and adjust appropriately. Finding a position that shall allow the body to find balance and comfort. Watch the breath flowing from one nostril to the other as you purposely close one nostril at a time. Yet at the same time breathing towards the lower lungs primarily prior to the mid and upper. And for a few moments, exhale far more than the in-breath prior to releasing the technique. Remain positive in your thoughts and actions. Remembering the wisdom that you've accumulated throughout life experiences thus far. And the next time you find your exhalation moving towards the right side complete, after which release the palm and breathe easily through both nostrils. And as you refine your breath, bring on board in the smile and lift the chin up. Elevate the shoulders and purposefully round that back. With ease, lean forward. Raise the collarbone and the chin. Repeat elevation, shoulders leaning back. Gently allow the chin to brush down from collarbone to collarbone, from side to side. We're not forcing. We're taking a moment to allow balance to find the body with purposeful movement in action. Brush the chin forward and ease the head from side to side. Simply. Notice your hands, when appropriate, place them behind your head. Create a few moments of resistance, then allow those elbows to feel heavier as you stretch the back of the neck. Be relaxed. Raise the chin up. Find your knee at the right as I work in mirror image. Look towards your right knee. Place the right hand behind the head. Allow the right hand to pull the head down. Feel the stretch along the back of the neck. Relax the palm. Raise the chin up. Find the knee at the left. Complement with the left hand. Be relaxed. Raise the chin up. Right hand, left temple. Lift the left ear. Change opposite. Be relaxed. Turn your gaze to your right. Again, I'm working mirror image. Turn your gaze to the left. Prepare to twist your torso to the right. Gently twist. With the aid of the hand, lift the lower mid back, stretch, and notice how the body responds. Change opposite. Lengthen the back. Notice your knee at the right. Place both of your palms there. Push whilst that back rounds. Let go behind you. Lift your ribcage up. Find your knee at the left. Place your palms there. Round your back. Release your palms. At the back, be aware of your right arm beside your right ear. Lift the right side of the body. Be aware of the left arm. Stretch the side of the body. At your back, release beyond your knees. Ready, slide your hands forward and stretch. Relax, bring your bent knees towards each other. Twice. Lean back one. Forward, elongate the spine. Second time. Forward. Let go of your hands. Let go of your heels. Lunge. Relax. Swing your knees to your right. Swing your knees to your left. And gently relax. Straighten your knees. Place your right leg on top of the left. Place your left hand to your right. Look to your right. Our aim is to gently restore balance throughout the body with these simple, easy movements. Release prior to sitting in comfortable position for meditation. Release your palms forward. Changing feet opposite. Look to your left. Release those hands. Elongation, extension. Brush those arms forward. Splay your bent knees out. Freeing the inner groin. Bring the knees towards each other. Repeat, splay your bent knees out. Stretch and bring the knees towards each other. Relax your right foot out to hip for a moment. Lean towards a straight leg. Change opposite. Lean towards a straight leg. Be relaxed, bring your bent knees towards each other. Leaning effortlessly back, forward, and gently move into a cat position. Look at your belly, hunch your back. Look up, twist your feet and gaze to your right side, to your left side. Separate your fingers, feet back, lift your knees up, pedaling, stretching easily one leg at a time. We're not forcing, we're rather gently freeing the back of the legs. Relax your knees down, sweep your right foot to your left. Look over the shoulder. Sweep the same leg to your right. Look over the shoulder. Swing the same leg to the ceiling. Land the knee, roll your hips to your heels before changing feet. Up, sweep the left foot to your right. Look over the right shoulder. Change, left foot to the left. Look over the shoulder. Left foot to the ceiling. That knee to the floor. Hunch the back. Raise your chin up, move your weight back. And gently circle your feet into a sitting position as you had prior. Comfortably. Gently lift your ribcage up. Round your back. Once again, lift your ribcage up and round your back. Throughout the days, often the posture may find misalignment. Thus, through these simple movements, by stretching the neck, the torso and the back of the legs and so on, you can allow the body time to reintegrate perfect balance. Thereby your posture is more cordial to your advantage. As we sit for meditation, the objective is not to force but to rather allow the spine to find alignment like an antenna. Thus, find a position that is comfortable for you. Whether your knees are bent or straight, that is your choice. But the objective is to have the shoulders back and down, the neck lengthening, and gently choose one hand as we had earlier. Prepared, middle index down, exhale, and breathe alternately from one nostril to the other, again in preparation. Gently, side to side. The objective is to refine the practice, and over a period of time, be it a week, a month, a year, a decade, the mind finds perfect symmetry in coherence with the divine self in exchange. The time between the practice and the experience depends upon the individual. The objective is to do your best in a manner that is appropriate for you. Trust that every living being has a choice as to how they interact with their life. But your objective is to find the best interactions for you. For this is your life. Comfortably. The objective of alternate nostril breath is to bring balance between the right and left hemisphere of the brain. Thus you begin to have symmetry. Thereby the brain can move from an alert waking state gently down to relaxed alpha state, where one can find access to the deeper mind subjectively, side to side. One can read and study as much as one prefers in theoretical understanding, but until one puts the theory to the practice, it is only an assumption. Here we're putting the theory to the practice. Side to side. And the next time you flow to your right for an exhalation complete. Thereby you can relax the palms where appropriate. Then, if suited, place one palm upon the heart center. Our objective is to bring balance to the heart energy, to have symmetry between the upper and lower levels naturally. So go within and imagine at this precise moment you're sensing connection to the planet Earth. Never underestimate the influence of your mind upon the body. By visualizing connection to Mother Earth, you're allowing Mother Nature to further enhance balance, detoxification, enhancement, and stability. So imagine that Mother Nature and yourself are perfectly in coherence. Perfectly in coherence. And once you feel a sense of balance, at the same time, draw your attention to the higher mind. It's as if you're then choosing to open the vortex of the higher mind to allow the divine wisdom to find you consciously throughout your entire being. Watch the breath as it flows through the lower, mid and upper lungs. Watch how easy it is for the breath to flow. No force is intended. Not every individual chooses to flow along the same path. Like a river, each river has its own momentum. But the aim is to find your momentum. And in turn go within, and if comfortable, notice the Om frequency resonating in the background and allow your mind to replicate a frequency that is suitable for your acceptance by the Om frequency. There are numerous variables in the synchronicities. Our objective here is to find the sequence that is appropriate for you, for your sojourn. At the same time, bring on board an inner sense of approval. Everyone has a choice as to how they choose to interact with their life and interactions. One who is wise takes the best and seeks to find the most refined pathway to the higher self. But the question you must pose to yourself is, what does the higher self represent for you? What is the God force? What conclusions has one come to in regards to the greater overself? Watch how the mind continues to interact with the mind. It is stated that the best results finds one who is dedicated to the same practice daily, preferably the same timeline. There are numerous variables. The objective is to find one that is suitable for you and diligently master that practice. Seek the essence, that spark of light that is within you, and let it flood your entire being with a greater sense of purpose. And imagine this light within you as it brings balance between the two polarities, expanding the ebb and flow, the yin and yang, the two currents of life. Feel positive, feel empowered. Continue to refine your divine connection. Continue to refine your divine connection. Continue to refine your divine connection. Now, Sometimes the mind feels distractions. Distractions continue to surface until one has mastered the art of decluttering. And thus, if a distraction surfaces, let it pass. Until you reach a point within your practice where the distraction is no longer a distraction. Your complete focus is upon the inner flow of energy. Go within and sense that natural rhythm as it flows up and down that body. Certainly one is utilizing a physical vehicle and expression. But from a meditative perspective, one chooses to go beyond, yet acknowledge the influence and the benefit of the physical body for its purpose. But yet one is seeking greater clarity and internal understanding. Inner peace. Just like learning a new language. At the beginning, perhaps the subjective mind may have not yet been trained to summarize the tones into comprehension. But gradually, with repetition, one becomes fluent in the articulation. So too, the mind floods the entire being with one's objective. Allow the frequency of the Om vibration to find you in a manner that's appropriate for you. Whether the practice is 1 minute, 5 minutes, or longer. What matters is how relaxed and refined and focused one is, not the length of time. Some may state, all one would need is a moment of total focus for full acceptance and awakening. Perfect balance. Imagine what awaits for one who allows maturity to blossom in perfect resonance. Imagine your subtle centers becoming far more active to your advantage. Perfect balance. Thus we move from the physical to the subtle. You will attract to your mind what your mind has caused the attraction to. Remind yourself of that. Thus your life will replicate your thinking paradigm in thoughts, belief, and action and reactions. Imagine. The future is unlimited. In variables, it is up to the self to refine one's communication as to how one wishes to interact and hone in to that objective. Thus, full maturity shall find one in celebration. Full maturity shall find one in celebration. Full maturity shall find one in celebration. See the self fully awakened in the knowledge that is already within. Perhaps one may sense the ego stepping in to try and deny one the opportunities that awaits, but let that ego be your asset in support, not a limitation. Being kind to thyself. For once the life is reviewed, one shall observe that all actions had an impact upon the greater purpose and experience. Whatever you have achieved, that was achieved due to your mind's approval. So be kind to thyself. Be loving to thyself. Be supportive to thyself. Thoughts and emotions that can limit the self can be addressed with full support by allowing it to be rescinded. It only surfaced or interacted with the mind due to the fact that once upon a time the seed was there to clear the mind of impressions that are limiting and reinforce the mind with essences that are fully expanded and allows you the opportunity to live the life of your choosing. First and foremost, inner peace and pure light and love. Inner peace, pure light and love. Whatever you replicate becomes ingrained within you. Remind yourself of that. Whatever flows through your mind prior to flowing to sleep shall influence your sleep. And how you choose to awaken shall influence the morning to come. The day shall simply reflect your mind's interpretation of interactions in thought and actions. Be empowered. Inner peace. Be empowered. As today is the first day of the rest of this life, deepen your breath, be empowered. Move that life force through your entire being, be empowered. Fully grounding, sense the mind clear and stable. Now deepen your breath. With a positive intention, move your fingers. Rub them together. Complement eyes, nose, mouth, ears, scalp, neck, wherever you feel appropriate. Then release from the palms any of the limitations that had in any way restricted the mind or body. Turn the palms up, look up, and be proud of the journey that awaits you to your conscious influence in action and response. Until our next practice, let the light continue to bring to you much clarity, joy in understanding of self. Hari Om Tat Sat.